Oh,
It's
where?
it's a new configuration.
It's easy.
It's easy. It's a spin. Come show this week. What's the legends never before seen?
Unfortunately,
I'm in charge of everything.
in big trouble.
It's a good show. We got lots of cool news. Like Discord launching its own game store. It's gonna be all steamy. And so Google Pixel 3. It was like last year.
And also, careful what laptop chargers you use because it could destroy your laptop. Also, a useless headset.
Oh. Yeah. Bam. I love this intro. I hope it never goes away. Is it good?
Good job, guy who made it. Thanks, dude.
I don't even like Luke. Yeah.
Facebooks.
My favorite.
Download Fortnite. Yes. Okay, because this and Luke are available. It's because this is a permanent thing for everyone who's like really out of there. I just wanted to make that clear. Okay.
Calls James if not less or Luke.
Oh, you're putting exclamation
James under
when is no Luke.
when Wilson Luke. That's it.
Yeah,
So we
sure.
can use. All right.
Sure. Question talk.
It's promo.
I'm not a guy. What about numbers?
Psychologist, damn it.
I took psychology. I have a psychology degree.
Well, let's start talking about this game stuff then, psych man. Mr. Scientist. The game is a game store.
Yeah, this is a huge deal. This is actually the thumbnail story on NetLinked or TechLinked today.
Represent.
Someone was like, "We're gonna be Discord's services, they got, like the chat rooms and everything in Steam now." So Discord was like, "Oh yeah."
Oh, you have just one put. Just be one put. Because obviously, it thinks it's a lot easier for Steam to copy chat features than it is for a platform to copy. Because Steam it's a network. It's a library of games that's way harder to implement.
Yeah. So okay, to be fair, let's like go through what is actually happening. So they're rolling out this beta to 50,000 Canadian. Plus, they'll see. Okay.
It's a Google. If it is a Canadian company, is Discord Canadian?
Not either.
I shouldn't find anything that would jump out if they weren't just assuming they're American. So why are they releasing it to Canadian players? I don't.
Is Discord
know.
Canadian? Does anyone in the channel?
I went to their Wikipedia. The Wikipedia didn't even say where they're incorporated or anything.
Anyone know if Discord's Canadian? I guess yes, that's for eh?
This says Disco is American.
Oh. So that based in California, people are saying. San Francisco. Okay, so they just seem really. They're just. Oh, we love Canada.
Something technical. They call that.
Okay, we need anything first. We deserve this, I think.
That's
So nice all the time.
And they're like, and we this is
States.
this is UK before that. Yep, it's for the whole display.
What was that?
And this is this. This.
Yeah, jeez. So
It's two. I'm so famous.
well, two things to be fair. So it's a Discord store. We're going to have curated games. So
A list of games.
yeah, it's
Right.
gonna be like all the big EA games, all the big Ubisoft games. It's like kind of more indie stuff. Like Dead Cells is on there, I think. Frostpunk, some of those like popular games, but not huge. So you can just start.
It's supposed to be really personalized. Like when you click on it, there's a little description of the game that's written by a employee of Discord that kind of gives their own little. I like this game.
Right? Ooh, it's like artisanal games.
Ah, that's it.
This was handcrafted by tiny children in Venezuela.
I was just a boy. Anyways, okay.
And then they also are adding like a subscription game type thing, like a Netflix for games type service, to Intro, which is their already existing subscription service.
So Nitro is just basically a way for people to just support Discord and like donate to them. It's Patreon. You're mostly to give them money, but in exchange you get some perks like being able to have video or GIF as your and stuff like that.
Right.
And this new Netflix of games is just another perk, really.
Right.
It's a pretty big perk, though.
Yeah,
I think
it's bad.
it's Imba.
It's Imba.
Do you even play games?
Imba? Like MBA?
Imbalanced.
MBA? Games. Do. I've never heard it before. I'm like super.
This thing? No, it's a shooter.
I'm fool for not knowing what Imba means. OP? No, nothing.
Instead of nerfing, when something's it gets nerfed.
OP
Overpowered. It's
is more.
about that. It's
Is a what girl? What's Ligma? See, people I think OP is more who's the boy now. Boys and girls stuff.
All right. Is first Discord games. So these are games that Discord helps develop. They have some kind of stake in them, and then they're going to appear on the Discord game store for 90 days usually before they release to the other platforms, everything like that.
So that's kind of cool. Or like kind of incubating some indie games that maybe wouldn't have as much of a an initial reach.
They want to get some of that sweet Steam money, that game store money, but they also want to differentiate their service by, being a touch
Right.
artisanal.
Artisanal. That sounds wrong. Okay, so that's what they're doing because Discord is kind of things that, like, and this is an indicator of this. One of the things that Discord seems to have been trying to do is be the hub for like PC gamers. Like, it shows what your friends are playing. It has all these rooms that you might be interested in. You can like play music on there, and people know what you're playing and stuff. So they want to be like the one-stop shop. You turn on your PC, you're going to do some gaming, you open Discord, and this thing is leaning towards that. They're adding a universal library. So want you to launch your games through Steam now, even.
This is crucial
through Discord. Not
is to have to open up a games launcher or Steam, like for launcher, but just to launch whatever game you want to play at that moment. So this is a feature where it can sync your PC if you let it to detect all the games that you have installed, and then you can launch them from the Discord thing. What it's going to do is launch Steam and then launch the game.
Yeah.
At least that's just something to click on.
At least you can have your. I mean, I think the Windows tries to do that with like the Xbox app. I think you can do that in the Xbox app that's built in, but no one wants to use that because it's Xbox. So, good luck, Discord. Power to you.
Be better than Microsoft.
Cheers, bud.
That's for you. Thanks, Josh, for posting this. By the way, there's the forum post. Don't forget, all this stuff comes from the forum.
Love you, Johners.
Yes.
Also, well, okay, I put as a sub story for that. Fallout 76 won't be on Steam, but maybe that doesn't really fit in there. That maybe fits in with the.
What's got the Pixel 3 leaks?
It's really about the.
It's annoying.
Yeah, it's like the man. It's kind of like the Nvidia leaks right now. Like, it's just so irritating how many of they are, especially for you and I, who like are going through all of the tech news. Like, we go through a news story basically. And the ones we did about, and there's like Google Pixel leaks, Nvidia leaks, every other state. It's like,
and then the same thing is knowing how they vary week to week, because the of publishing is 15 articles today. So any tiny minute change in the state of things is a new article. So even if it doesn't give you new information, let's say this week we learned there's a notch, or there's a leak that there's a notch, and then next week, we knew there was going to be a notch, but more official.
Man, I hate the notch. My first notes that I wrote in here are why is there a notch?
It literally says, why is the notch so big? That's the talking point.
Why are notches a thing? Because we've seen the Google Pixel 3 XL. So basically, okay, so what have we seen? It's all glass. There's headphone jack, two facing cameras because of the notch, obviously. One facing a camera, not two, like every other phone, right?
Also, book on the front. And they'll just use it on the back.
They also got the fingerprint reader on the back. It's got 2960 by 4040 display, 4 gigs of RAM, and most likely a Snapdragon 845.
I hope so.
It's not confirmed yet. And then also in the leaks that do you want to bring them up? Do you
want me to click on that?
Well, do you bring things up?
Yeah, we bring stuff up.
Do you bring things up so people can look at it?
What do you want me to bring up? The article, or you posted these?
This one, man.
Boom.
Yeah, just give them a little something.
Here it is, people. That screen.
So for the subs, we just see it like literally as we sit down. So we don't really have any details, but we will talk about it at some point.
I'm gonna click through this little slideshow.
Well, someone's like, 3.5 millimeter jack and a notch. Tell me out. You can say it again, big guy. Good grief.
I'm actually angry on the notch. I'm angry about the phone jack, and you see the things.
See, this is like everything that I don't want in a phone. I want a headphone jack. I don't want a notch.
Do you want different ring dual speakers? I want both thin bezels. Give me speakers pointing at me. And I don't care about what's patootie. The best speakers you could ever put in a phone are still gonna use headphones. I think it's obnoxious when people are in public listening to things on their phone.
That's very.
Even when this phone makes noise because she's watching us or something, I'm just like,
yeah.
We're using those speakers.
That's true. I think it was like, I think one company put it on HTC. I think with one of their One phones, like the M6 or M7 or something, front-facing speakers, and everyone was like, "Whoa, front-facing speakers are so cool!" Blah blah blah. So then, since then, people have been like, "Oh, front-facing speakers are a good thing." But I'm with you, man. Screw.
I think it's like people take it on paper or something like that. It makes them feel more techy or something. I don't know. Bezels. I want the full screen.
I don't care about that either.
It just looks so much cooler.
I'm really I don't know what the phone looks like. I'm gonna slap a case on it either way. So like,
Dude,
oh really?
totally new.
The first thing every time I get a phone is I buy an OtterBox or something, Spigen. I don't know.
I would buy a phone tens of times a day. On a motorcycle, on a concrete. I'm on
That's what I do. If I intentionally throw this around,
Yes,
I can.
exactly. If you get a phone,
It's good.
sweet baby Jesus.
Easy, man.
If you get a phone and treat it, sir, because it's new.
Yeah.
And you go, okay, it's naked. I'm gonna treat it good. I'm gonna make sure every time I reach it, it's in the pocket before I go. And you just these new habits. Just like twice. Just goes in the movie theater and just pocket. Since
You just okay. This is a good discussion for another time. But like, what's the point of putting a case on, and then like it is put a case on and avoid future where my phone cracks. I have to get another phone because I didn't want to spend $40 on a good case. It's just been $40. You can go to the market and get one for like $6 or something. Anyways, okay, stop it.
Don't touch me.
So this one comes with apparently the leak. There's Pixel Buds, a USB. So that's like appears to be a wired version, USB-C version of the Pixel, like the wireless Pixel.
That'll be interesting. It's gonna be capacitive.
Sensitive.
Well, Pixel Buds, you can hold it and hold a Google Assistant with very low latency. That'd be great if they had that included on these.
One thing that was interesting is there's a D33P on the forums put a video, like a new video of the Pixel 3 XL, like just now or an hour ago or something. It shows that there's a volume control button on the right side, no buttons on the left side. So I don't know what they're wasting that space. This is like an engine or something.
Before.
I don't know.
Pixel over here. I'm sure you can still squeeze it, right?
They're probably gonna have squeezeable things.
That's a pretty deep notch. So is the iPhone 10s. The iPhone 10 is a wider notch than a lot of the other Chinese phones.
Pixel. I need a new phone. I'm still rocking a Galaxy S6 here, guys and gals.
Don't tell people that.
Why?
You do this to embarrass.
So it's because I really care about it anymore. So I want to get the Pixel 2, but it's out. They're releasing the new one soon, so I hope that it doesn't even have a notch.
You see, really, Pixel 3 version, the regular one, it's probably it's going to have two front-facing speakers instead of sweep bezels, like the factor of the S9. Like the display, it's thin bezel on the top and bottom. It would be great if it was just a Pixel, though. I don't want Samsung.
See, I don't even like the edge. Anyways, what? This is not important. Is it?
We're done.
We're not talking about the story anymore. We're just rambling. We're just venting.
Okay, well, what's the story?
Everything's okay, right?
This is the show.
Show. I'm the last one. I think Luke and Linus just like ranted for like 10 minutes, didn't they?
And someone came up to me and was like, like about you on the show is you keep people on task.
You're doing the opposite right now.
I mean, we might still be doing better than Linus.
That's the thing, is 4 gigs of RAM, and people were like, 4 gigs isn't enough in 2018 for a phone?
OnePluses have those.
It could be enough. I have no idea. Because I have a super old phone, once again.
So it's happened in the UK. Changed the law. People will bring internet. And
what? Did you skip one?
We're old. Yeah, I'm talking about it right now.
Why not?
I don't want to.
Okay, fine.
So, there's not in the UK that if you were a provider of internet, you can advertise speeds
or
the stick.
That's a possible scenario.
As long as those speeds are deliverable to 10% of your user base, you can advertise them. You can able to say like 17 megabits a second, but only most people read 10. It's all changed. It was involved in a suite of that came into play like a new, but it's just, I don't know, some research has been done recently to see how it affected all the different providers. And like 12 of the biggest providers, who are just names I've never seen before.
Sky. I know about Sky.
So British. Yeah, exactly.
That's what I do. It's broadband. Is that bad? Is that racist? You British.
When we talk about this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So the way that they'll change was instead of it, is advertised speed only applying to at least 10%. It has to be at least 50% of users in peak times. So they'll have to reduce the advertised speeds by like 40 or 50%. So if you advertise 17 gigabit per second, you advertise 10 or 11.
So like the speeds that they're advertising just like drop ridiculously.
Yeah. Like the poster from Sears, a new Super T 4Gen
41% drop. That's what bring the thing up.
No.
See this?
Well, it's not a church. It's just like embedded in
It's
text.
a screenshot of like the new. Is that what it is? Of the new like speeds, and they're like ridiculous. It's like ooh, twist here and get like 10 megabits per second.
Oh my goodness. Well,
Well,
hold on. Let me personally answer this.
so this is what brings the thing.
I'm
I
gonna
guess,
say
eh?
no, just because it takes less cognitive load. There we go.
I'm okay. I'm really sorry that I said anything.
See,
That's a big mistake.
this is bad.
This isn't even the thing at
You
all.
don't want to look at this. Here's some photos. She's, is that slower or faster? Anyway, the thing is, I hate when there's things in your life like, it says data didn't get those speeds. Like, oh, you haven't learned the ropes.
Right.
Even though it's 17, you're never gonna get that. No one gets that.
See, but like, this is what I'm confused about because here in Canada, I sent for a 3. Well, I have 80, but when I sent, okay, so megabits per second down. Okay, it's nothing fancy. Like when I do a speed test, if I don't get 76 at least, I'm like, what the heck's going on? So these people like advertise, hey, you can get 50, and they're really getting like 12. How is it okay? That's what.
Because there's restrictions. It says like, during the test times, it's pretty with the wind at your back. It's like if this is online, and you have a pure platinum cable,
Yeah,
hard lined in,
you'll be good
just
to
the
go.
straightest cable. Is it
uh,
cable if it's not flexible? I don't know.
I don't know how I don't know how those. I don't know technology, man.
Man,
But the deal is that they were paying for that speed, but now do they pay less now because
no. Well, the thing is, it's relative anyway. Because it's just in the competition. There's different providers. They're probably providing the same speeds. The lowest is in.
yeah.
What are you laughing at?
Somebody said, oh, 80 megabits, it's 88 megabits per second. I have 80, and that's only after I got like an upgrade offer. I had 3 before, and I said 80. That's nothing fancy. And then people were like, oh, nothing fancy. I'm sitting here with 10, and I'm like, that also sucks. I'm really sorry.
It's like, you can see squid, dude. Okay.
It has like crazy fast internet. What do you do?
About.
Yes. I'm sitting with 0.05. I'm really sorry about that.
I want to know about this magic leap.
James, what's your name? James?
That's it.
Is it?
Magic Leap has been teasing the sickest technology for years.
Oh my gosh.
These videos where you just put on these glasses and suddenly you have this super resolution mixed reality mix in front of you,
Yeah.
like spin.
If you saw any of those like concept videos from like 2015 and stuff, because ridiculous. Like, there was hype for this company was through the roof.
The investor commitment, the millions of dollars they earned, and in the recent months they teased actual physical implementation of like what these things look like. They have these steampunk look to them.
Yeah,
I'm gonna pull it up
they do
for
still
everybody.
they do still look like they're like a steampunky thing. They got the really round lenses and stuff. HoloLens is like it looks to you a little bit less than the HoloLens in terms of physical design, because HoloLens has the big visor, but really all you can see is like this little rectangular area.
I mean, that's technically hollow.
Is it?
No.
Like, okay, look, this is what you're going to be able to see. But even, yeah, but even with this, the round is only action. It's only action of that round area that you can actually see the hologram. Yeah. It's a little. You can still have that.
It's like this little.
It's like a little rectangular area within the circular area again.
That's
so
lame.
So yeah, I've been following this since 2014.
It's basically sad.
Yeah.
All right.
They're really copying us.
I'm getting out of here.
2014 was I looked up the old script that I did for the NCIX news show to NetLinked.
Okay.
That I did in 2014. That was when we reported on it, fall 2014, and like Google put $500 million of funding into the company, and over the years they got more and more. I think their most recent estimate, like a year ago or something, was $4.5 billion was the estimated value of this company. So it was like crazy, and so that's the thing. They started using this like light field tech that is not just like onto a screen. They said they were gonna shoot light directly into your retinas. Yeah, you this is light field tech. But yeah. Oh, that's not what it is. It's basically a HoloLens. It's basically the same thing as a HoloLens. They released the Magic Leap 1 Creator Edition. It's like the developer version. $2,295. Which I think is up from what HoloLens was when they released the developer version.
Rules was $1,500.
Right. HoloLens was around there. I did. Let me know in the chat if you know how much HoloLens was, because I don't remember. But I know it was expensive.
I'm not googling it. You tell me.
We haven't tried it, but from the people who have tried it on the internet,
It's back.
it's terrible. That's the thing. The thing that's disappointing about it. If it was terrible, it'd be like, oh, look at that. It's basically like HoloLens. Like people were saying, like it's maybe a little bit better than the HoloLens, but not much. And the fact that they don't even have any of like the software. For like, because HoloLens they're trying to integrate it into Windows and stuff.
Yeah.
Microsoft is like software is their thing.
In book and Excel spreadsheet, you go with things like Tom Cruise and
Yeah.
just move it over here.
And the only official experiences available for this right now is the only found be more, but the only ones I found were like a Sigur Rós music experience type thing.
All right.
Where it plays Sigur Rós music.
Play that a couple times.
The Icelandic band.
Oh yeah. Seguros.
Sigur Rós.
I can pretend to be the person people say.
Sigur Rós. Sigur Rós. Sigur Rós.
Just you basically
It's
who's
gonna be any people.
Seguros.
Sigur Rós.
You're trying to tell me
It's like a little bit like a Björk. Is Björk Icelandic?
She kind of has the voice like this. It's like a little elf.
That's kind of Dutch.
Sigur Rós.
Right.
It's a sounds experience with a music equalizer, not equalizer, visualizer, and then they have like a project create, which is like it's for like these other, those games that like let you make games in the game. Dreams was one of them, I think.
You can play God.
Yeah, basically. So you can like play around with things. You can bake castles. There's little knights that are run around. You can like make like circuits and stuff. But like other than that, what's the point? What's the point? Well, a little computer. The Googles and the Googles, the Googles, the poodles, and the schnoodles, and you're set.
It's a hard reveal to when it's just these. You also have to wear this super. It's just like
E-maker.
a Discman.
A Discman. That's on Twitter when they first revealed it. I made a Discman.
You're so ahead of me.
Yeah.
Delicious turkey. How? No, you can actually open that and eat it if you.
Really?
Yes.
This.
Turkey's with the best ingredients. But it's preservatives.
I'm doing the original.
Oh, you.
I'm an original kind of guy. Habanero. That's not. Habanero. Sorry. I'll stop.
Turkey's goal was to create the best flavor in space. That wasn't bad for you. 13 for 3 of sugar. Ooh. I think he likes it.
That's delicious.
People seem to love such a bacon, maple buffalo bacon. God, they have all so many bacons. And the traditional flavors.
One thing to say about this is that it's smoky and savory.
Are those normally mutually exclusive? Stop chewing like that. You've been. Actually, seen some people's houses. How
much can you hear me chew? Sorry, go ahead.
Headphones.
Oh, these are
We can just jerky, but also barbecue. Space Reaps uses one of the hottest peppers in the touchdown. Properly named the Carolina Reaper pepper.
What for those guys? The Reapers.
Yeah, it's a preference?
Nope.
Okay. For TT and save 10% off of all their you get free send from your shots.
So
take the jerky, it becomes a fun into your shots.
I want to do that. Let me try the spicy one.
Eat it as a
No, it's too late. This is over.
You can do it.
Okay. But what's next one?
That's my favorite.
Cheeks. Yeah, the FreshBooks.
FreshBooks is the super simple to use invoicing tool. Actually, will help you then just create and send slick looking invoices, which is actually worth the price of admission as. It helps you track your team with their timesheet function, manage your expenses, and keeps track of who owes you and what also what gotten you like this. So it tells you when your clients took your invoice, so that you know there's a little receipt like what's that? Yeah.
Very useful.
And you can come back. Do you know that you owe me? So please.
Where's my money?
You're scary when you do that.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm scared.
Sorry about that.
There's a particular function of the top one, so you can take FreshBooks wherever you go.
This is
If you have any questions, talk about your game work. This is FreshBooks.
Okay.
If any questions, feel free to reach out to their support, where you'll speak to a real human being.
Bean.
Phone tree, not beans. No phone trees, no beans, no escalations, returns, just answers.
It's serious.
The first answer to the phone. Yeah.
This is a real human being.
Oh, answered. FreshBooks.com. Wait, I didn't even put their thing on yet.
I just let him.
FreshBooks. I'm fan. If you do that, and in the "What did you hear about us" section, you enter one, you'll get stuff.
Stuff for free.
Yeah.
Right.
Stuff for the free trial.
FreshBooks.com/Juan.
Enter one. What did you hear about us section?
Oh,
That's good for that. And when?
FreshBooks.com/Juan. You can go any fish books you want.
Human being.
These guys? You read it.
I have it here.
You're professional.
It's
Colton was talking to Fortnite.
and like,
So this was for
given for the streaming. You download free Battle Royale because it's the free PvP mode in Fortnite. You own a map. You go bus. It's actually, but the game was the building thing. The same thing that's different than PUBG is building. Building skills and destructible environments come in with intense. That's person v person. Just so you know.
Person versus porcupine.
Oh, this one stands. It's the PlayStation Mac and soon our device is actually now it is on Android.
Hey, Colton.
It's available now because we sent Link today, exclusive on Samsung devices until now. And August 24th is when the Note 9 launches.
So if you do Samsung bits and you go to other people who have been using Samsung bits,
It's code in the description below using the link. Sorry, I'm moving the table. Each insight comes from the link below. Also helps with the WAN show. So
if you have the game, just install and
but wait. Samsung. If your plays, that's fine. Can I get the jerky again now?
Yes, you may.
They're from spicier than I thought it was.
A week of tech news without something from Elon Musk. This week he may have manipulated. If it's in the stock, it's totally.
So I didn't understand this really. So he tweeted that he made Tesla private. It made Tesla private security is what he wrote.
Right. So we need to tell people what private and public companies mean.
I don't really understand that.
Okay, when you company,
I understand that you go on the stock exchange.
basically it's a company, it's a private company. It's owned by the people who start the company.
Yeah, and that's it.
Not really. It's usually because on a fundraise, they make the company public, which means that anyone can buy ownership of the company. It's what a share is. So instead of me and you owning Games Really Corp, sometimes people can own it, and because they all
I don't want that.
pieces of it,
No, I don't want other people to share in the special relationship you and I have.
because you're beholden to them. So a public company, shareholders have to serve shareholders. The shareholders are represented by the board. Every week the board's trying to make you target so you can make more money for the shareholders. And there's new things that are really bothering Elon Musk. So he like to take just from being, I think it's a leveraged out. When you work up and then we're just going to shares, everybody will be in, just like SpaceX is.
Hey,
So he claimed in this tweet was, hey, this is someone with nothing to just from you a price of $420. And then
420.
this system was only $340. If the news was true, that means the shell that's worth $340 is soon going to be worth $420.
Nice.
Well, it's just before that happens because as long as those shares are less than $420, I'm going to profit.
But then once he tweets it, the shares go, and then it's too late.
So if he makes a tweet, he has to. There's the SEC, which is the what do they call it? The Securities Financial.
The Federal Communications.
What?
What? CC?
No, the SEC, the Exchange Commission.
Council.
What you just say you're gonna do as long as it's true. If he actually does have a pair that was actually gonna follow through, they've been in talks. There's someone who has the money to do this. He's able to share information with shareholders. He's able to tweet about it as long as he tells the shareholders beforehand.
Right.
As long as it's all true, because if it's not true, then obviously for their week, Elon could be.
And then it goes.
And at that point, he's just manipulating the markets.
Yeah.
After he tweeted, there's an investigation into whether it's true, and you can tell from the stories right now that there's no confidence that it is true. Because when you first made the tweet, we were 301st up to 380. Dude, you should start right now if you have Tesla because there's no way this is real, and it's just gonna crash. That's like the up to 3. It's been 350 because people think he's just BSing.
And you didn't sell.
I do have Tesla stock.
You can tell people that you sold it. You can tell people.
I think I can tell people. It's not a conflict
I don't know.
of
You're
interest.
giving me this look like you can't tell people.
You can tell people.
Do you guys want to know?
That's it.
Ooh, is this sticking over here?
Here's the thing. I have the news about all the different companies, and they're doing cool things, and you're just not part of it.
Right.
So everything's fun when you're kind of just a part of it.
You just do sex because you feel like you're closer to Mr. Musk, your role model.
Maybe role model.
What do you think Grimes feels about that?
I've seen her live. I support
AAC.
partner. What? I see her live?
She changed her name to C,
Like the letter?
like the speed of light constant.
Oh,
Yeah. So
always a capital. Okay. So do you think?
I hope that he did let the shareholders know. Because isn't it going to be if they find out that he did like screw up? It's bad. Like
If he just did willy nilly,
yeah.
it's pretty bad. Not only is the share price, the soul tank to sub 300 for sure. I think you could like, it's fraud or something like that. Like you might even go to jail. Elon Musk in jail.
Wow. He'd find a way. He'd find a way out.
Yeah, the Boring Company just digs it.
That's what he said. He said the company just knew he would do something like this.
Match me.
He'll go from the Iron Man to like the real life supervillain. I don't know what's a supervillain version of Iron Man.
Lex Luthor.
Ah, there you go.
He'll be losing his hair. That vision. All right. I think he's led me. He knows fans and stuff.
We may be witnessing the birth of the first real life supervillain.
That would be so fitting because everyone, he's kind of like a superhero, so he'd be like this fallen angel type.
Oh my gosh. Well,
Hey, suck. No.
listen to on Twitter sometimes. This is not what this podcast is about.
He like a pervy guy. Ooh, dude.
Dude.
That was the first time that like
Keep your comments to yourself, pedo dude.
I was like, Elon, what are you doing?
Yeah.
I felt like Padme. He was big Mary.
From the point of view that ceases evil.
I killed them, Bezos. Yeah, I'm on the bulb now. I think in the future we can use blockchain technology to invest not only in companies but in people.
Sorry, somebody just put in the chat. Yeah, nice one. Okay, sorry. What
Just in people, that'd be so dope. Like on crypto, like
invest in people?
so okay. So Ethan
Sounds like a dope idea.
He's dating games.
Yeah.
People go games value is about to go up. Like she's trending. Like games coin. I think just super popular because she's super like more famous than she was. She gets like record deals and TV deals, so she's worth more money. So their coin goes up, and I own that gem coin.
I don't want to live in that world.
You're saying you wouldn't buy James coin?
I had James coin because
Laser coin?
I believe in you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
All right.
but I don't want to.
What'd you call your coin? Put in the spare. Compute. Compute.
Riley Bucks.
Good one.
It's Disruptor being here for some time.
What's this ROM thing?
Ooh. Those.
Yeah, pull up. I'm gonna put up the forum thing.
Oh, didn't they do something like this in Black Mirror? They did with the. Do you watch Black
I've
Mirror?
seen every episode.
It's a solid board, and it's the where you rate your friends on social.
That's on season 3
Yeah, that's it.
or season 4. Are there 4 seasons?
I think that's the first one that was on Netflix.
Yeah, season 3.
Season 3.
That's a pretty good episode.
There's no investing in people in that, but you do like kind of have ratings and you go up and down and stuff.
Thank you for posting this to the forum.
Oh, what, the ROMs?
Yeah.
I don't. Where is it?
She,
Where is it? Apocalypse. She's done.
oh, we can't go yet.
You can't reply. Do you? So it's basically like the game file for games when you run in an emulator. So if you're running like a GameCube or a Wii emulator on your PC, the ROM is what you need to load in there so you can play the game. That starts from sites on the web, and they're in kind of like a. Oh, that was a bad analogy to make, but they're fair. Okay.
All right.
So Nintendo just recently filed lawsuits against 2 huge emulator sites, Love Retro and Love ROMs. We reported on this in TechLinked. They sued them $150 per game, $50,000
Per game.
and $2 million per trademark. Like so you get $2 million for oh, it isn't. That's the thing. Like, just a massive amount of money we're talking here to like independently run websites of people who are just trying to like keep these games alive, right? Like you download them for free. I think probably revenue from like hosting them and stuff, but
They're making money for sure.
making money on the site, but like not making money on the games per se. Anyways,
So you please tell me that like, it's one thing to switch these people into oblivion, offer an alternative. If you don't, it's like when they're yelling at people for torrenting Game of Thrones, but then there's no nice way to watch Game of Thrones HBO. There wasn't for a while. So you're telling me that Nintendo has an awesome store of classics or something like that?
that's the thing. They haven't launched the virtual. So for a lot of consoles in the past, they launch a virtual console, and you can just go on there. Like for the Wii U or the GameCube, well, they didn't have it for the GameCube, but for the Wii U, you go to the Wii, and then you go to the virtual console, and you can download all of these old games and play old retro games on your current console. But they haven't launched that for the Switch yet, and there's a ton of things that aren't on the virtual console. So that's what these ROM sites. That's the service they provide. So the big news here is that another site, Emu Paradise, is for emulators. Emu's the bird.
Okay.
That would be silly.
Yeah.
They just they said they're going to stop posting ROMs. So I guess maybe they'll still have stuff about emulation. I don't know. I don't know whether they're still like continuing to go just without ROMs or not, but they're still posting ROMs because I mean, I didn't say specifically that they're doing it because of these lawsuits, but the implication is they want to avoid a similar fate. So, apparently, they were one of the few places on the internet that were not plagued by pop-ups and glitches and all this stuff, because you can go and get ROMs on the internet, but you know,
nice things.
There's no guarantee that the city you're going to go to isn't just like a trap and it's just like loading malware and stuff.
Nothing gold can stay. Didn't read that the virtual console on the Switch is gonna cost money.
You read that?
I think I read that.
I haven't seen that.
I scrolled past that headline.
Oh.
I think it's gonna cost money.
I mean, the games.
Okay.
I didn't have a Wii or Wii U. My parents had a Wii.
Actually, there was a subscription than buying the games, I think.
Hey, listen in the chat. Do you know if you have to pay in previous consoles to access the virtual console? I'm pretty sure you have to buy the games on the virtual console.
Okay.
In order to play them, so that's
because I'd just try them all. I'd rather a subscription option. Because like some of them suck. Like the old games on the virtual, like just old Super Nintendo games and stuff.
See, for me, like the first console I had was an N64. So I played very little of the NES and SNES, SNES.
Yeah.
See, this is the thing. Virtual console, but they have the NES Mini and the NES Classic Edition or whatever, the SNES Classic Edition. So, are they going to release like the N64 Classic Edition,
Probably.
And so on and so?
You can need any GameCube.
It would be okay though. You know, buy that. It's N64 Mini, and it was like a little. And I had to play N64 games. Yeah, I would buy it, but like most of the time, I feel like a lot of people are running things. You know, they want it up there as like a up, or because it's not available on other services. So like, what about Wii games that you can't play on Switch right now? You know, like I don't know. I think Nintendo should have. Before they do this kind of stuff, they should have some sort of service. Yeah.
Oh, I think if they crush these sites before the product launch, then the product launch is more compelling. So,
this is a good. What's his name? Zeeming just said in the chat. I forgot to mention this. The NES Mini, the classic editions that they launched, actually, well, like they took some of them up, and one of them was actually running like ROMs. It was like the Nintendo model, and it was like running an emulator and ROMs, just like so. It's called Nintendo. Okay, so get your stuff straight.
That's one.
Is that it? Yeah. One more thing I wanted to say is emulation morally good?
Morally.
Is morally a physical truth?
A physical truth.
But that's it. There's no more topics.
That's what changed the show this week. Wait, what? If you're still here, thank you for giving us a chance, even though we're not letting us.
How does this show go?
It's like an hour. It's like an hour show. You just wanna
Did anyone ever done this on the show?
Some men just want to watch the world burn.
Sorry, guys. Okay, talk about another topic, right?
Right. Next year's 6 week.
Love you so much.
Same time. Same.
Owned the same back time. Remember when today you were like, "Oh, we're gonna do it at 4:30." Remember that?
Yeah.
And we didn't.
Well, I have to click this button at some point.